Hello, and welcome to English with Cheri. I'm so happy you're here today. I'm Cheri, and this is your podcast for learning everyday English in a real, natural way. We talk about real life, real feelings, real conversations. And today's topic is something really important, something that a lot of people feel but don't always talk about.
Yeah, and I'm Nick. I'm the co host here. And honestly, I'm really glad we're talking about this today. It's one of those topics that, a lot of people go through, but they feel kind of alone in it, which is sort of, ironic, right?
Right, so ironic. Okay, so today's episode is called I Feel Lonely in the US, and we are going to talk about loneliness, what it feels like, what you can say, and some simple English phrases that you can actually use in real life. Whether you just moved to a new city or you've been here for a while and still feel a little lost, this episode is for you.
And hey, if you're a beginner in English, don't worry, we're going to keep it simple A1, A2 level. So, short sentences, common words, easy to understand. You've got this.
Okay, so let's start at the beginning. Imagine this. You just moved to the United States. Maybe it's a new city, maybe it's a totally new country for you. And the first few days, everything feels exciting, right? New apartment, new streets, new food.
New coffee shops. Yeah, I remember that feeling. Everything feels fresh. But then, after maybe a week or two, it hits you. You look around, then you think, I don't know anyone here.
Yes, I don't know anyone here. That's such an important phrase. Say it with me. I don't know anyone here. It's simple, but it says a lot. It means I am alone. I have no friends in this place. And that feeling, that's loneliness.
And you know what's interesting? Loneliness doesn't mean you are literally alone all the time. You could be at work, you could be on the bus, you could be surrounded by people and still feel lonely because you don't have a real connection yet.
That's so true. And I think a lot of people who move to a new place feel this way, especially in the first few months. So if you are feeling this right now, you are not strange. You are not weak. This is actually very normal.
Very normal. Okay, so let's talk about missing home. Because I think when you move to a new place, especially a new country, you start to miss your family. You miss your friends back home. You miss the food. You know what I mean? You miss the language, the sounds, even the smells.
Oh, the food. Honestly, that one hits hard. But yes, there is a word for this feeling. The word is homesick. To feel homesick means you miss home. You want to go back. You feel sad because you are far from the people and the place you love.
Right. And so a simple sentence you can say is, I feel homesick. Or you can say, I miss my family. That one is really common. I miss my family. 3 easy words. I miss my family. Say it out loud if you can.
You can also say, I miss my friends, or I miss my country, or even just, I miss home. All of these are correct. All of these are natural, and it's okay to say them. It's okay to feel this way.
I think sometimes people feel embarrassed to say they're lonely or homesick because they think, I chose to come here. I should be happy. But feelings aren't always logical, right? You can want to be here and still miss home. Both things can be true at the same time.
Both things can be true. I love that. Okay, so let's move on. Let's talk about meeting people, because the next step after feeling lonely is trying to connect, trying to talk to people. And that can feel really scary, especially in a new language.
So scary. I mean, even for native speakers, starting a conversation with a stranger can be awkward. So imagine doing it in a second language. That takes courage, real courage.
It does. So let's talk about small talk. Small talk is a short, easy conversation. Not deep, not serious, just friendly. In the US, small talk is very common. People do it with neighbors, with coworkers, with strangers at a coffee shop. It's a very normal part of American culture.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people from other countries are surprised by this because in some places, you don't just talk to a random person on the street. But here, people say hello, they say, how are you? They talk about the weather, they smile. It's very casual.
Very casual. So here are some good small talk phrases for you. First, hi, how are you? Simple, classic. You can say it to anyone. And a common answer is, I'm good, thanks. How about you? Or just, good, thanks. Short and friendly.
Another good one is, nice weather today, right? Weather is the classic small talk topic here. Or the opposite. Can you believe this cold? People love to talk about the weather. It's safe, it's easy, no conflict, you know?
No conflict, exactly. Now, let's say you're at work or in a class and you want to be friendly with someone. You can say, I'm new here. I don't know many people yet. That's honest, that's open, and most people will respond kindly to that.
Right, because when someone says, I'm new here, it's sort of an invitation. It's like saying, I'm open to talking. And people often respond with, oh, where are you from? Or, welcome, what brings you here? It opens the door.
It opens the door. I love that way of thinking about it. Okay, so what about neighbors? Because I think neighbors are one of the first people you meet when you move somewhere new. And in the US, it's very normal to say hello to your neighbors, to introduce yourself.
Yeah, you can say, hi, I just moved in. I'm in apartment 5. Or, I just moved to the street. And then just say your name. My name is something simple. You don't need a long speech, just a smile and a few words.
Yes, keep it simple. You know, I think one thing that makes people nervous is they think they need to speak perfect English, but you don't. People are not judging your grammar. They are just happy you said hello.
Honestly, so true. People appreciate the effort. I mean, if someone is trying to speak English and they're not perfect, most people think, wow, that's brave. They don't think, oh, their English is bad. You know what I mean? Most people are kind.
Most people are kind. Okay, so now let's talk about taking the next step, because small talk is great, but what if you want to actually make a friend? What do you say when you want to spend more time with someone?
This is the part where people get nervous because you have to sort of put yourself out there. And it can feel risky. What if they say no? But the thing is, if you don't ask, nothing changes. So you have to try.
You have to try. So here are some really useful phrases for inviting someone. First, do you want to grab coffee? Grab coffee means go get coffee together. It's very casual, very American. You can also say, do you want to get lunch sometime? Sometime means not right now, but soon. It's low pressure.
Yeah, sometime is a good word because it doesn't feel too serious. You're not saying, I need to be your best friend right now. You're just saying, hey, I'd like to spend a little time with you. No pressure. And that's comfortable for most people.
You can also say, I'm free on Saturday. Do you want to hang out? Hang out means spend time together in a relaxed way, very casual. Or, do you want to go for a walk? Walking together is a great, easy way to spend time with someone. No stress, just walking and talking.
I love a good walk. And you know what? Even if someone says they're busy, you can say, no problem, maybe another time. That keeps the door open. It shows you're still friendly. It's not weird to ask again later.
Right. Baby another time is a great phrase. Very relaxed, very friendly. Okay, so let's talk about another big way to meet people. And I think this one is actually really powerful, especially when you're new somewhere. It's joining a group or a community.
Yes, this is a big one because when you join a group, you already have something in common with the people there. You don't have to start from zero. You all like the same thing. Maybe it's a sport, maybe it's cooking, maybe it's a book club or a language exchange group.
A language exchange group is actually a really great idea for English learners because you can practice English and also meet people at the same time. Two things at once. You can look for groups on apps, on websites, or at your local library or community center.
Libraries are so underrated, honestly. They have free events, classes, conversation groups, and the people who go there are often very open, very welcoming. It's a low-pressure environment. You don't have to spend money. You can just show up.
Just show up. I think that's actually great advice. Sometimes the hardest part is just going, just walking through the door. Once you're there, it gets easier, and you might surprise yourself.
You might. And I think when you join a community, even a small one, you start to feel less lonely because you have a place to go. You have faces you recognize, and slowly those faces become people you know, and maybe friends.
And friendships don't have to be big or dramatic. Sometimes a good friendship starts with just saying hi every week, seeing the same person at the coffee shop, smiling at your neighbor. Small steps. Over time, those small steps add up to something real.
That's a really good point. I was thinking about this earlier. When I moved to a new city a few years ago, I felt really alone at first. And the thing that helped me the most was, honestly, just showing up to things. Even when I didn't want to, even when I was nervous, I just went. And slowly, things changed.
Things changed. That's such a hopeful message, and I think our listeners need to hear that. If you are feeling lonely right now, it's not forever. It will get better. Connection takes time, and you are already doing something brave by learning English and putting yourself out there.
Absolutely. Okay, so before we wrap up, let's do a quick review of today's phrases, because I want you to actually remember these and use them. Ready?
Ready. Okay, first one. I don't know anyone here. Say that when you move somewhere new. It's honest, it's simple.
Next, I feel homesick. And I miss my family. Use these to talk about how you feel. It's okay to say these things.
For small talk, hi, how are you? And nice weather today, right? Perfect for neighbors and coworkers. And I'm new here. I don't know many people yet. This opens the door to a new connection.
And for making plans, do you want to grab coffee? Do you want to hang out sometime? I'm free on Saturday. And if someone is busy, no problem. Maybe another time. Always friendly, always warm.
Those are your phrases for today. Write them down if you can. Practice them, say them out loud. Even if it feels a little silly at first, practice really helps. And the more you practice, the more natural it feels.
And remember, every person you see who seems comfortable and confident in the new place, they were also nervous once. They also felt lonely once. You are not behind. You are just at the beginning of your story.
I love that. At the beginning of your story. Okay, so that's it for today's episode of English with Cheri. Thank you so much for listening. We really mean it. We are so glad you are here with us. If this episode helped you, please share it with a friend, someone else who might be feeling lonely too. You never know who needs to hear this.
And if you have questions or if there's a topic you want us to cover, we'd love to hear from you. We're here for you. Keep practicing, keep showing up, and remember, you are not alone.
You are not alone. Take care of yourself, and we'll see you in the next episode. Bye for now.
Bye, everyone. You've got this.